Hey guys, this is James.
And this is Denny from TeaDB, bringing you guys to episode number 80.
Yep.
So, today we have a tea from Everlasting Tea, teas.com, Everlasting Teas. They're a New York-based company that does Taiwanese oolongs, Taiwanese teas in general. And what do we have?
Yeah, so they sent us a couple samples. They sent us a tin of this experimental black tea, which Denny drank. And they also sent us this tin of aged Baozhong.
Right.
And so that's what we'll be drinking today. So it's from 1982. I don't believe it's been re-roasted at all. So we're just going to have a go. It looks like the leaf integrity is extremely good.
Yeah.
Extremely intact. So that's definitely a really good first sign.
That's one of the benefits of using a tin. Is that it's going to maintain the rigidity of the actual, the form of the tin itself is going to prevent the tea from getting all smushed up. So
rather than using the bags that previously stored marijuana.
True. If everlastingtea.com were previously using the tins that they had, the bags to store marijuana, it might not be as effective.
Well, the leaf would still be intact. It just would have different aromas.
It would. The terroir would be different. Anyway, so, let's give this a dry smell. Wow. Yeah, it smells very honey sweet.
Yeah, very sweet. As we can expect from these aged oolongs, I'm going to just slowly load this.
Yeah.
Is that it might have some of that plummy taste that we've seen from
Absolutely.
that 1982 Dongding.
Yeah, I'm curious about how this is going to compare to traditional Baozhong flavors, and if it'll be that aged taste. We've had some weird vegetal taste coming out of from a previous episode, coming out of some aged Baozhong as well. So I'm interested in seeing that. The roast looks like it has been roasted at least once, but there's still definitely that green. And I don't know about the timing from the historical perspective, but is this has been aged, so obviously it's been roasted to maintain the quality. But I wonder from a timing perspective if this was around the time when they started changing the production.
I think it's slowly changed over the years.
Okay.
But this is probably definitely the more typical style of that time, of being just more heavily roasted. Similar to the Dongding we had, which was more loosely rolled and just a little bit darker than High Mountain Oolong or something like that you would consume today.
This smells exactly like brandy. Tastes.
Yeah, very sweet too.
Very plum sweet, syrupy. I'm totally stoked to try this. I think the cool thing about this is going to be that the flavor, the taste is going to be radically different.
Yeah.
So we're going to give it a quick rinse. And we have about 6 grams of tea leaf to 100
90 milliliter Yixing. So, yeah. And I've actually had the pleasure of having this tea once before.
Okay.
And it had that sort of base plum taste, like Denny has been referring to, and had a really interesting texture. So I'm curious to see. I've only had it once, so I'm curious to see if it keeps that up.
Cool. It's got a very earthy nose now, having soaked a little bit. Yeah, this is cool. It's a fun opportunity for us to try different teas from different companies. So thank you, everlastingteas.com. If you are a subscriber and you want us to bring a tea onto the show, we are doing in-between episodes, and user requests are taken.
Yep. Which means we are going through tea at a lot quicker rates than we were before.
Absolutely.
We're really extremely backlogged as far as TeaDB content.
Yeah,
so.
We are, and it's a good thing. So we'll be releasing a couple episodes a week now. Like us on our Facebook page. Tell us what social media we should use. I've been posting on the Facebook a little bit, and it doesn't seem like it's super popular, but I'm not also a Facebook god. So, enough with that.
Yeah, let's drink some tea.
Let's drink some tea. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Wow. This is really weird and good. So it has ripe pu'er earthy notes on the front of it. It's got that plummy roast at the end of it. Little vegetal, sweet, really well like balanced and viscous.
And texture-wise is one of the things that I really noted the last time I had this tea. Is has this really interesting kind of leathery texture almost to it, which I'm not totally used to in aged oolongs, but it's something that I could definitely enjoy.
Yeah, of the aged teas that we've had, this doesn't have that aged taste as much as I'm used to. And maybe it's kind of playing on my senses a little bit with the front of it again. It has sort of a little bit of this earthy, ripe pu'er sort of, I called it an in-between, so kind of bark sweetness.
And did you get that ripe pu'er like sweetness when we had the 40-year-old Baozhong?
Yeah, a little bit too, actually, thinking about it. But this is different. This tastes more fruity to me, more plummy, more like a traditional Taiwanese roasted oolong would. Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, so I'm getting a lot of plum. I am also getting a hint of, a little bit more than a hint of tartness.
Definitely.
And that's from a little bit of wetness in the storage, but I think we'll find that the tartness, it's so minor that I suspect that it will go away, maybe this brew or maybe the next.
Yeah, it's the tartness that I would describe it as is kind of like tomato juice. It's a little bit tangy, but it's still sweet. It has a little bit of that vegetal acidity. And this is really good. This is definitely interesting, and it doesn't. I don't find an easy comparison between the 40-year-old aged Baozhong.
Definitely not.
Baozhong.
This is very different. I feel like this is much cleaner. For instance, it's it smells very clean. The 40-year-old Baozhong feels kind of like somewhat of just like this crazy lab experiment. This feels more like, I don't know, this feels more like a finished product that you would buy from a store.
Definitely. Yeah, absolutely. Clean, I think, is a good description. And the tea leaves themselves do have that aged green look to them, so kind of that paler green. So it's definitely, the roast isn't like a super dark roast at all. It doesn't look like, if there has been a roast on it. Looks like it's been aged. I can't speak highly enough about the quality of the tea leaves. Really incredible.
Yeah, they are very nice. So I'm going to heat this up again.
This is damn good, I must say. And this doesn't fit in any obvious roasted Taiwanese oolong category that I'm used to.
Nope.
It's kind of traversing a spectrum of different teas in a really nice way. There's almost this black tea I want to say texture, actually. Kind of get that, like what you're saying, leathery, kind of like that leathery vibe that actually reminds me more of black tea. It's not tannin-y, but it's kind of sticking around in my mouth.
Definitely.
How would you describe the form on this in terms of like its length and?
I think it's pretty good. Yeah, I think it's got a nice length to it. My mouth has some of that huigan, that lingering sweetness in there, and I suspect that's something that's going to build over the course of this session. But overall, I would definitely agree with you. I find this to be, like that 1982 Dongding, I think it's one of the better examples of an aged oolong that's available to Westerners.
Yeah, totally. This is really delicious. I would serve this by itself. I would not serve this with food. It's delicate enough, and it's definitely got enough going on alone that it would distract. This probably also wouldn't necessarily be something that I would serve to a new tea drinker or hand a sample to or something like that. I don't know about you, James, but people come over and I tell them, they see all the garbage bags full of tea, and then they say, "Oh, you're into tea?" And I say, "Yeah, please take some tea." So, so we love exchanging samples, giving them to our friends as well as receiving them on the show too. So let us know. Let me know if I can send you guys some black tea that I have left over. I have so much black tea.
Some soon to be aged
black tea. So I bottled this ripe pu'er again recently, which took, recently is in 4 months ago, but thank you, Yunnan Sourcing. But then I found all my old Right Pu'er in a trash bag.
Of course.
It's probably still just as good as it was earlier. So anyway, if
you
not
have
better.
Lots of Right Pu'er.
Yeah, so I'm going to probably bring on, a bunch of them are unlabeled, so I might just bring on some blind tastings on the show.
Cool.
Anyway. Okay, guys. Thumbs up. Thank you, Everlasting Teas, again for this. This has been, I think, quite yummy and quite distinct.
Yeah. No, I would definitely, as someone that's drank a lot of aged oolongs, this one has my thumbs up. It's not cheap, $15 an ounce, but that's about what you're looking at for the Western market.
Absolutely. And James, if folks wanted to learn more about aged oolongs and white teas and pu'er and...
Yeah. Well, you should first hit that subscribe button. Also, please check out some of our in-between episodes that we've been releasing in between episodes, as the title might indicate. And check us out at TeaDB.org. We have lots of great articles on aged oolongs, Taiwanese oolongs, and just a lot of tea-related topics. And thanks for watching, guys.
See you guys next time.